Alright, so we got this driveway just about cleaned off. Oh, it looks way better. Yep, looking good. So we're finishing up the front at Starwood here, getting the fascia board on. So we got the inner fascia, the outer fascia. They have 3 different elevations coming together right there. They did a really good job to make that work. So hopefully we can finish up the front tomorrow and then jump on out to the back. Start getting the deck built and the back roof built. All right. Thanks for joining us on another episode of Shade Tree Mechanic. We've got Mike taking off the calipers so we can get the rotors off, put some new rotors on, new brake pads, so we can get this baby going down the road. As you can see, they were a little warped. Not good for stopping. Good for making noise, but not good for stopping. Alright, we got the new calipers on. Sorry, the new brake pads. And the new rotor. Getting her all tightened up. Beauty. Well, we got the bed off. This was one of the casualties. We're digging out all this equipment and everything, and clipped the bed on it with the loader. Buckled it. So we're scrapping this out, take it to the job, and then probably put a flatbed on this board. Mike's cutting this thing in half right now so we can load it up in the dump truck and take her to the dump. Just about got this thing sliced in half. I'm gonna wad it up, put it in the dump truck. Done deal. Oh, beautiful bucks. All right, guys, so I took a quick detour here and I just wanted to show you the lake. So I don't think probably anybody's ever seen this much water in it in a very long time, but you can see here it is really up there. So right here we are at the gateway to the Eastern Sierra. yeah, the Owens Lake. A lot fuller than the last time we came through. Very, very interesting to see. To excuse the bugs on the windshield, but we are on the backside of Lake Isabella heading in. I'm going to take you guys up through Alta Sierra this time. We haven't done that. The canyon's closed right now, so we're going to have to go that way. So it ought to make for some interesting new footage that I haven't shown before. This is the highest I've seen the lake ever. Well, I see these guys over here. Not really sure what happened, but it doesn't look like they're in a very good spot. It kind of looks like they're stuck. I don't know if I can help or not. Well, I don't have any rope on me. Normally I do, but this time I don't. And I just saw this on the ground. That's definitely not going to have any kind of strength to it, so that's not going to help. Oh, it's a Volvo. Looks like he got off the trail here and kind of in a precarious spot. For the record. So we got Bud and Sadie here. They want to come see what was going on with this. We saw you guys from the highway, but got our little high centered here. We're gonna get a jack and see if we can't jack it up and get something under those tires, and then maybe we'll get it out, huh? Okay, so this is what we found here. We're gonna work with what we got. We got a strap that he had in the back of his car, and we got this little bit of rope here. So that's all we got. And we're on kind of a downhill slope here, so I think we have a good chance of getting it over to here. And I'm gonna back down this road right here and see if we can't help him get out. You just never know what you're gonna run into when you're on the road. Sadie's in the water as usual. It's the first place she went. So I got my truck back down in here as close as I can get it. And they're gonna jack that up. We're gonna put some stuff under that front tire and see if we can't get something under there to like get him to clear the ground. Okay, so I'm gonna get some tension on him. Just tell him to go a little bit.
He is.
Have him
He's moving a little bit.
Is he just?
He's trying to
Okay.
give it a little gas. Done.
That rope again? All right. So I got my truck over here. Got it. Got it. All right, so mission accomplished. We got them out. And they're from Long Beach, so they weren't really expecting to get in trouble like that, but you never know. And hey, I'm always looking to help somebody if I can. We didn't have a rope. He actually luckily had a strap, so that did the trick, and we got him out. And they won't have to basically walk into town and look for a tow truck, because there's not really many. Just like Mammoth, there's not very many up here. As you can see, the wind's going pretty good here on the lake, and it's not a bad day though. So now we're gonna go to Alta Sierra, and nothing like getting some guys out after a 3-hour drive, but didn't take too long, and you know, they feel good and I feel good about it, so everybody's happy, and you guys get to see some good content. So now we're gonna head on up here, and hopefully we'll get a couple glimpses of the lake from up high. And that might be about as good as it gets, but I remember being up here before, but we were on dirt bikes, and we were able to get up a lot higher. So probably won't get to see much today, but that was probably the last time we'll see the lake. Okay, I lied. There's one more view as we get a little bit higher up. So this area had some devastation from fire. I believe it was last year. It may have been the year before. But the road's actually closed. He let me go. He let me go through because I told him I lived in Glenville. And he didn't really have a list. I can see right here one reason why it might be closed. It looks like they got quite a bit of water down through here not too long ago. You can see when that snow started melting down here, it melted a lot quicker than it does up in Mammoth, so they got washed out that culvert pretty good there, and it really actually under excavated the road pretty much. It looks like it pushed that pipe from the other side. It pushed it right on through, so that was a lot of power there. I'm sure it was coming over the top of the road. That's why it's underpinned like that. But thought I'd show you guys that. Might as well try to keep the trip as interesting as possible, huh? Here we are about a mile up the road, and here's another spot. So yeah, I can see why the road's closed. And I gotta get out and show you real quick. This one's pretty good here. Wow. Yeah. So we definitely had some water coming through there. from above. This here is the Alta Sierra. It's a real beautiful area. It's pretty much, they get a lot of snow up here. This year they had quite a bit. And grew up coming up here a lot. And it reminds me a lot of Mammoth. Not quite as high in elevation, but it's just outside of Bakersfield, probably an hour east of Bakersfield. So it's a nice place to come get away from town when you live in Bakersfield. And as you can see, most of the snow is melted here, but they're still seeing some runoff. The creeks are flowing pretty steady down here too. Nothing like Mammoth, but they got water, so it's good to see. It's good to see everybody's getting some water this year. And Kern County Fire, Alta Sierra. So this is the Greenhorn recreation area, Greenhorn Park. A lot of history here too. This water's just flowing right out of the mountains here. It's a beautiful thing. I really like it here, nice and quiet. There's quite a few homes back in here. There's actually a little tiny ski resort. It's got one run, and it's called Shirley Meadows. They got one run that you just do over and over and over. But when you don't have anywhere to go, you make it work. You can see how devastating the fire was here on the backside. I mean, it took down so many trees. What a shame. It's a wonder that little cabin, they didn't lose those. Now we're headed towards the little town of Glenville. It's a nice little town, and this road here actually will take us all the way down to Pozo Creek, which is on the back side of my ranch. So hopefully we'll get to see Pozo Creek is still flowing. I'm certain that it is. And we'll stop down there at the crossing and check out the water flow. So this is cattle country here. This is the little quaint town of Glenville. This is the road block here where they got the road closed. Here's the old saddle sore saloon here. Looks like they're pretty busy tonight. I just love this cattle country here. All these oak trees, rolling hills with the grass. What a change of scenery from a half an hour ago, right? 20 miles down the road and everything looks like this. Well, you'll have to excuse the bugs, but I had to get this view. There's no place to pull over. Basically overlooking the valley here. My ranch is about right down that way. That's Pozo Creek. She's still running strong. And this is down here at the bottom, as you can see. We're about a couple miles from my ranch. Down here in the foothills, just outside of Bakersfield right now. We are back in Central Cali for a couple days, and Bud and Sadie are very relaxed, as you can see. And the pool is looking nice. The weather is very, very mild and calm today. Just a really pleasant day. And I think Lori and I are gonna head down and have some sushi at one of our favorite spots and just enjoy a day or two of downtime before we head back up to Mammoth. So we had some other things to take care of here in town, so we're gonna get that handled while we're here, and then be back up in Mammoth on Sunday evening, ready for another busy work week.